Hey, welcome to another rock hard tale of the tapes. My name is Torch. Today we're going to take a look at Baton Rouge, crack and everything. As you can see, this one got a little beat up. Shake Your Soul is the name of this one from 1990. It was ending the near the ending for the hair bands. You know, big bands still at that time were Warrant, Skid Row, Bon Jovi, Poison. But it was starting to wind down a little bit, and they started signing a lot of bands, you know, hoping something would stick and hoping that they'd be the next big thing. Baton Rouge was one of those bands. I thought this was actually a fantastic debut for this time period. Some very, very memorable songs. They had a great groove to them. You know, they were a little bit more southern, bluesy. They weren't your traditional hair band. And, you know, they had some hair, but they looked a little bit maybe closer to Tesla than Poison. They weren't doing the makeup thing and so forth. But this was a great record. There's a lot of very memorable songs on here. The first release they came out was Walks Like a Woman. It did okay. I remember there was quite a bit of hype and even pretty decent critically acclaimed album, you know, even though we were starting to get toward the end, and you know, bands again like Poison, Winger and all those were really all over the airwaves, but you were starting to feel something brewing underneath, which would be kind of grunge and alternative. So things were kind of nearing the end, and they would put out another album too a couple years later that didn't do as well, and it wasn't as strong a material either as this one. But there's some great songs on here. I just remember even some ballads, and I was by this time not really big into the ballads, but There Was a Time was a great song. Melanie, great song too. You know, Big Trouble, It's About Time, Bad Time Coming Down, great rockin' tune. So it's just a fun record. It hasn't held up, you know, the greatest over the years, although it's better than some. I mean, to me, it's still just pretty much straight up rock. You know, Kelly Keeling, the singer, he isn't overly happy or proud with the first couple albums he did. And talking to him in an interview, but he will admit that there were some good songs on there. Just maybe the production was a little different. And he's gone on to work with Yngwie Malmsteen, Michael Schenker group, and he's still pretty sought after vocalist. So definitely some talent in this band for sure. You know, it just came down to timing again. But Baton Rouge, Shake Your Soul. If you haven't listened to this one for a while, give it another shot. It's a pretty good album, and it really just has that feel of the late 80s and that big arena rock sound. Big hooks, big chorus, great guitar solos. Everything was certainly there. Just, you know, maybe timing was really the issue with the Baton Rouge Shake Your Soul. All right, thanks for joining me. See you again next time for another rock hard tale of the tapes. You can find us online anytime at rockandthehardplace.rocks.